You know what held me back for years? Two church ladies living in my head. No, really. It's the reason I didn't cut my hair short for a very long time. And the wild part, those aren't even people, when I investigated, that I really respected their opinion, and yet they lived in my head rent-free for a very long time, influencing decisions that I was making. It's Bedhead Chronicle Day 21. If you're new here to these videos, essentially I roll out of bed with whatever hair I've got, just raw and unfiltered, and I share inspiration, deep thoughts, self-reflections, epiphanies, humor, and all in an attempt to connect with you at a deeper level and share something insightful that hopefully sparks some self-reflection in your own life and gives you permission to live more authentically. So that's the reason for showing up in my robe or my pajamas and my bedhead. This just happens to be pretty much the only time in my day when I've got both the mental clarity and a little bit of white space to be here. So I appreciate you being here with me. And whose voices are in your head dictating the decisions that you make? Have you ever thought about that? For some people, it can be a coach from when they were young in sports. It could be a teacher. It could be a grade school friend or bully, maybe a family member or caretaker. So many of us have an inner critic or multiple inner critics or personas in our heads, imaginary as they are, that have a lot of influence over the decisions that we make and the beliefs that we form about ourselves and about the world. And over the last few videos, I've been talking about affirmations, positive thinking, self-limiting beliefs, and empowered thoughts, and how when we get under the hood and we do some investigation and we do some work, a lot of times we discover, sometimes shockingly, that the things that are dictating our lives and shaping our beliefs can be kind of hokey, can be kind of absurd, can be really tiny and unexpected. And so that's always my encouragement, is for you to think about the different reasons for what you think. And when I wanted to cut my hair short, I thought, I don't know, I just couldn't do it. I was hesitating. It just made me feel almost guilty, like I'd be letting somebody down. And so I did a little mini investigation, and I realized that I had a couple of inner voices that sounded a lot like two very outspoken women that I went to a very conservative church with at the time. And as I thought about it further, I asked myself a couple questions. I thought, okay, these are people that I do respect, just from a community standpoint, but do I really want to emulate them in my life? Are these people who I look at their lives and it's something that I truly respect and would want to embody myself? And the answer to that was no. And so from there, I asked myself the question, well, do they get a vote in my decisions then? And I realized that was a hard no. And so in my imaginary conversation with them in my head, I thanked them for their opinions and for caring so deeply. And then I gently evicted them from my head, and they were no longer allowed to vote on any of my decisions. I cut my hair short. For years, I did wild haircuts. I would do an undershave, a side shave. I shaved my head completely. I experimented with colors, and it was fun for me. And nobody was harmed in the process. I mean, certainly there were better haircuts than other ones. They didn't always look that great, but it was always a fun experiment for me. I've never gone back to long hair since. And that's really neither here nor there, other than that I was learning how to live more authentically and show up in a way that I felt more comfortable in my own skin. And that's my encouragement for you today, to investigate some of the voices that have lived in your head rent-free for how long? And where did those voices originate? Who do they kind of sound like in your life? Anybody in particular? Or, We are all unique in the ways that we're influenced by the people in our community and in our families and at the world at large, in the world at large. So certainly your experience may be completely unique from mine, but I do share that in hopes that it gives you the opportunity to, I don't know, think about why you may be hesitating on a decision or holding yourself back from living more authentically. Is it a boss? Is it a coworker? Where does that come from? So if you get a chance, I always love to hear your comments. Some of you who know me personally will reach out and share your thoughts with me, and it completely makes my day. There's nothing I love more than turning this into a conversation rather than just a one-way advice column, because certainly I don't know everything, or, I guess I know a lot of things. I'm not going to say I'm a complete idiot, but it takes one to know one. I don't know. Anyway, so I love when you share with me. I'm learning from you, and hopefully you're learning a few things from my experiences that I share. And hope that you have a wonderful day. If you're tuning in right now, it's a Thursday. If you're tuning in any other day of the week, I'm wishing you a feeling of enoughness and the bravery to continue to investigate as you grow your way through life.